in today's video, I'm going to switch things up a little bit and I'm doing another home decor haul. And oh my god, it's been a hot minute since I've done one of these. Honestly guys, I kind of just neglected finishing decorating our house just because with all the traveling and there was just so much things going on. So now I am back at it. This past weekend we ended up going to a bunch of my absolute favorite home decor places, Marshalls and TJ Maxx and Ross, Target. We went to At Home and I just pretty much spent 2 full days just going between aisles and taking my time finding little things that I absolutely love. So I'm really excited to share them with you guys. I got a bunch of really good deals as well, so that's always a great thing. So if you guys are interested to see all the goodies that I got, then please continue watching. First thing I got, I'll get it out of the way because it is the only thing I got from Ross, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed with Ross because I didn't find anything else there other than this, but I do love this one, so that's a good thing. And it is basically a clock, like a decorative clock. And okay, so on the sides of the clock it is all mirrors. Oh, and you know, if you have seen my other home decor haul videos, which I think it was like one of the first videos I ever did on my channel, then you know my obsession with mirrors is real. So I don't know if I'm going to place this in our bedroom or if I'm going to place it in the living room, but it actually matches the decor in both places. So it has these like checkered prints in the front, and it is gray, white, and black. And then of course it has the clock with like a gold and silver detailing, and I absolutely love this. Alright, so now moving on to Marshalls. I found these 2 plates at Marshalls. They're both mint color, and as you can see with my pillows over here, our bedroom does have a mint accent. So I love the fact that these are mint and it has like gold details on the front with the writings. One says love, 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 and this one says do all things with love. So I love these. I think these would be so perfect to place on your dresser, and you can place your keys, or in my boyfriend's case, you know, he can place his wallet there because God knows if I only had $1 for every time he said, where's my wallet, where are my keys, I would legit be like a millionaire right now. So I think these are just perfect little additions to our bedroom decor. Alright, so now next thing I purchased, which has to be my favorite thing that I got from Marshalls, hands down, is this thing over here. Now, I don't know if this is meant to be used in the bathroom, like for your toothbrushes and stuff. I don't know. But I literally, you know how sometimes you find something and you just instantly know that there is no way you're not going to buy it. Like some things when you see, you're like, do I need it? Do I want it? Do I love it? Do I like it? Am I going to use it? This was one of those things that as soon as I saw, I didn't even have to like look at the price or anything. I was like straight into the cart. So I think what I'm going to do with it is place it on my vanity and use it for my pencil liners or maybe my eyeliners. You can also place your brushes in there. Like it is absolutely gorgeous, and obviously it has mirrors going all around it. And check this out, it like twirls. Oh, I just love it. This was definitely my favorite thing that I found at Marshalls. Alright, so the last thing I got from Marshalls is kind of big, so I'm going to try my best to show you. It is this Botanical, kind of like a flower with these like tree branches. Obviously it's fake, but I think it's just so beautiful because I have these 2 jars around my vanity, and they're kind of like bigger jars, and I have these little decorative things in there, and I just was looking for like really long and elegant flowers or something like this, but I couldn't decide between like really long white flowers or really long tree branches basically. So I have to give the credit to my boyfriend. He's the one that found these, so I just love it. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to quickly show you what I got from Target because I only got 2 things that are home decor related. I kind of got caught up in all the makeup and beauty stuff that I you know, didn't have enough time. They were literally closing. That was the last place we went to, and they were kind of closing. So the first thing I got is this thing over here, and this is like an envelope holder, but I'm gonna use it for my palettes. I already have another one that I use on my Vanity, and that one is white, and it's very like structured, and it's like a really beautiful piece as a decor itself. And I use most of my palettes in that one, but I wanted one just for my Morphe palettes because I just recently purchased a bunch of new Morphe palettes and I've been obsessing over them, and I wanted something to place them on my Vanity and have all of them like be together kind of. So I do have my palettes here, so I'll show you, for example, what I mean. I'm basically just going to place them like this. In the second one, it's quite wider, so I'm going to place 2 palettes and then 2 of my smaller palettes in the front here. And I think it's going to look really elegant because it is only going to be one style of palette in here. And this was in their dollar section, but you know how they catch you there. It wasn't only $1, it was $3, but still very affordable. So yeah. Now, next thing I got is not home decor related, but it is very much so home related, and it is this Ultra Power Hand Mixer by KitchenAid. And okay, so for the past 6 years that I've been with my boyfriend, well, it's been 5.5, but we've had 6 Valentine's Days together, and every single year I bake him cupcakes for Valentine's Day. So now that we moved, we didn't have our hand mixer. We got rid of everything we had when we moved. So I had to get a new one, and I've already used it because obviously Valentine's Day just passed, and honestly this was such a great hand mixer. It was very affordable. I think it was like $40 if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, and I got it in red because our kitchen is very black, red, and a little bit of like beige in there as well. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to TJ Maxx, and TJ Maxx was literally the place that I spent way too much money at. Honestly, I found everything pretty much there. I have a lot of things that I purchased there. So let's get started with that. So the first things that I got, and I'll show them at the same time because they are like twins kind of. They're so adorable, and it is these his and hers. Well, I decided that they're his and hers, but I think they kind of look more like hers and hers. They're like extremely girly, but you know, my boyfriend, he's very open-minded and he has like the best sense of humor on the planet. So even if these were bright pink, he would still use them and love them. So they're basically these coffee mugs with the matching tray, and they are polka dots. This one is black and this one is in gray. And okay, so lately guys, I've been so obsessed with lattes, and not just to get them outside, I've been obsessed with perfecting my own lattes at home. And I know they have like 10,000 calories, okay? I know, but who's counting calories? And they were only $5.99 each. So $5.99 for each of these. That's like a price of one latte that you get outside. So that's how I justify it. Alright, so now next thing I got is this candle holder. I saw this maybe like 2 months ago, I want to say, when I was at TJ Maxx. I think Marshall's also has it. I saw this and it was about $24, and I was like, whoa, that is really expensive. I was so tempted to get it. I think I even picked it up, put it in my cart, but at the end I put it away and I didn't decide to buy it. So this time around, this was in the clearance section, guys. Oh my god, I can't even explain the feeling of when I saw this there. And it was only $7, okay? $7. And I think what I'm gonna do with this is, I'm not gonna use it as a candle holder. I don't think so. I think what I'm gonna do is place it on our coffee table in the living room and maybe put like a bouquet on here or something. I think it's so elegant. And I'm gonna tell you guys something, okay? I literally have to share this. When you go to places like TJ Maxx, or in general, if you're going into the clearance aisle, don't just like walk by and really quickly browse. You really have to spend time there, because think about it this way. The things that are like visually like right there, like the first things that you see, they're probably still there because they're probably not that great of a deal, or if they were so great, someone would have already got them. So honestly guys, you have to like literally go through everything, like see what's behind. Usually the things that are like hiding behind everything are the things that are the best things. So really, you have to like spend time to find really good deals in clearance sections. That's just from my personal experience, and being someone that loves a good deal, I just think that there's no point in just quickly walking through and looking at the things. If you really want the good deals, you gotta look for them. Alright, so now next thing we got is this marble, mortar, and pestle. I don't know how you say that, but I think that's how you say it. So basically it is a grinder, but like a hand grinder. It is like those like rock ones. They're so heavy, but it basically grinds herbs, spices, walnuts, nuts. Doesn't sound right, but that's what it does. It basically grinds everything. And this one was how much? This one was $7.99, and I actually used it while I was baking those cupcakes to crush my walnuts with this, and I love it. I think it's a great addition to our kitchen, and it actually was useful. Okay, so now next couple of things that are just kitchen essentials are a potato peeler. Who doesn't need a good potato peeler, right? This was so cheap. This was like $3.99, and seriously guys, I hate to cut potatoes. Like, potatoes make my fingers like almost bleed. Like, they're, especially sweet potatoes, they're so hard to peel. So that's why I picked this out. And honestly, if you're like me and you cook every single day, I love cooking. Me and my boyfriend are such foodies, like I can't even explain. Like, we just love food and we cook a lot, we eat out a lot, but when I do cook, I needed a good potato peeler so my hands are nice and safe, and that's why we picked this out. And the next thing we picked out is this. It says it's like a pizza pan, but you can literally use this for anything, and this was only $7.99. We already have another one, and literally we use this every single day. Well, the other one that we have, we use it every day for everything. So we just picked up another one because that one was getting ruined since we use it on daily basis. You can use it to bake your pizza. Of course, who doesn't love a good pizza? But you can also use it like when you're warming up bread in the oven and you want to take it out quickly and place it in something. That's what we use it for. Or sandwiches, literally for everything. Like, this is probably the most used item out of all our kitchen supplies in this house. Okay, so now back on to the more fun stuff. I ended up picking out this vanity mirror, and this one is like a really large vanity mirror. It's definitely bigger than the normal ones. I already had one. Sorry if I'm blinding you there with the mirror, but I already had another one, and that one was smaller. And honestly, every time I wanted to do like a hair tutorial or something, and I'm blind, okay? So every time I wanted to do something, I couldn't see. Like, I was guessing. Like, if you watch my hair tutorials, I'm literally just guessing everything that I'm doing. So that's why I ended up picking out a larger one. So this way, you know, at least I know what's where. And if one hair is going this way, I can catch it. And this was a little bit more pricey than the other ones. The smaller ones are usually like $12, at least from TJ Maxx. But this one was $19.99. But I still think it is so worth it, especially if you were to buy this from Ulta or Target or, you know, anywhere, pay full price for it. They're usually like up to $30, $30, $35, sometimes up to $50. So I thought it was a really good deal for $20, especially for, you know, just doing your makeup daily, whatever it is. It's just big. You can see everything. Ugh, love it. Alright, so now next thing I picked up is this yoga mat, and it is pink. That's why I picked it up, and it was $12.99. So such a great deal, and honestly, I've just lately been trying to get more into a healthier lifestyle and not necessarily trying to work out to lose weight or anything. I just want to feel better, and I feel like when I work out, especially in the mornings, that's like literally the only time I work out. It gives me such a boost of energy, confidence. It motivates you for like the rest of your day. So even if it's like 30 minutes a day, that's like perfect. That's all I need just to get me going for my day. I just totally recommend that you guys give it a try. Just do a little bit of a workout, even if it's just 10 minutes. It's going to make such a huge difference for the rest of your day. Alright, so now next couple of things that I got, I'll show them all together because it's like a set. And this has to be one of the best things that I found at TJ Maxx. Like, hands down, I've been looking for something like this in quite some time. So they're basically these jars that have like these heavy duty lids so no air or anything goes in them. And originally I was just gonna get those see-through ones and just make my own labels. And prior to walking in TJ Maxx, I was talking to my boyfriend and I was like, I just want 3. I want 1 for flour, 1 for coffee, and 1 for sugar. So ironically, once I saw these, first I didn't even see the labels and I was like, they're so pretty, and our kitchen is so dark. I wanted to like light it up a little bit and accessorize it with lighter things. So I saw them and I just like love them. But then, I'm not even kidding, guys, the 3 things that they had there with the labels were exactly the labels that I wanted. So this one says coffee on it, and this one is larger. Now the smaller one says sugar, so there are 2 different sizes like this, and this one says flour on it. So flour and coffee are the 2 larger ones, and then sugar is the smaller one. So I just love these. They're so pretty, and I love the fact that I don't have to go and make labels. They have their pre-made silver and gray, really nice antique looking labels. Alright, so now last thing that we bought, which is of course my absolute favorite thing out of everything that we bought, and I know I always leave my absolute best favorite thing for last, but it is kind of really big, so I'm not gonna hold it up right now because I'm gonna break a bone or 2. So I'm gonna probably insert a picture of it or like a clip, a video clip, something so you see and get the idea. So it is basically this beautiful gray chair, and it's kind of like a gray chair slash couch thing. It's like definitely bigger than your average chair size, and I love this for our bedroom. I've been looking for this exact shade of gray for so long and I couldn't find one, and I love the fact that it has these like silver accents going all around it, which is another color of our bedroom, and it completely just adds that perfect, it's like that perfect addition to our bedroom. I could not be more happier with this chair. And the smaller chairs were just not as comfortable because originally my boyfriend wanted a computer chair, but I talked him out of it, and I was trying to convince him that I will make sure that I'll find a chair that is very pretty, but it is also very comfortable. So he loves this. He studies on this. I use this right by my desk, and this is where I sit to mainly do my makeup and a lot of my makeup tutorials, and he's gonna use it to study, and it is so comfortable. He fits right on it, and we are both so happy with this. This was definitely my favorite purchase that I made out of this whole shopping spree. So yeah, that is about it for this whole video. Those are all the things that we purchased, and again, I will be posting pictures on my Instagram soon after I do these decorating and I finish up figuring out where I want to place everything. So definitely check out my Instagram for updates on how I decorate, and I am very active there. I will leave a link to it in my description box down below, so if you like, definitely check it out. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel. Join the Beauty by Mushi family. I would love to have you. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.